Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm decluttering all of my foundations, concealers and primers. Now this one is a different video to my ones that I'm doing at the moment because I do have a current series where I'm decluttering all of my overflow makeup, but I looked in my foundation drawer a couple of weeks ago and it was just out of hand. I realised I had so many things in there that I didn't need. There's so many things that I knew I wasn't going to use that I purchased a while ago, things that have expired, things that are used up, and I just needed to clean it out. It's, you know, one of those where you look at something and you're like, this is messy, I just need to declutter all of this. And I feel like I did really well. My focus was getting rid of everything that I knew that I wasn't going to use, or again was expired or had already been used up, so I can put it in my empties video at the end of the year. So obviously everything that hasn't been opened is going to go to a new home. Anything that is expired or has been used up is going to be recycled or going in the bin depending on what the packaging's like. And I feel like I did really well in this video. I am aiming to get rid of 50% of my makeup collection because I don't need it. I have one face, you can only keep products open for a certain amount of time, and there are products in there that I didn't actually like that I just kept, and I don't know why they were still in my collection, but they can go to new homes anyway. So if you want to see the rest of my declutter series, I will link them down below and at the end of this video so you can check them out as well, because I have loads of them, and I will be resuming the rest of my overflow makeup declutter very soon. It's just I wanted to put this in the middle because I feel like this is very satisfying. This is products that you've probably seen videos on or me mention about them in videos or on my Instagram or on my TikTok. So it's one of those where I just wanted to sort of get it out of the way because there's a lot in there and I feel like I did so well, and I'm very proud of myself with how much I'm getting rid of at the moment. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and make sure to give it a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see me declutter my foundations, concealers and primers, then just keep watching. It's that time again where I'm decluttering all of my primers, foundations and concealers, and this drawer is absolutely crazy. I actually looked at this a couple of weeks ago and I just decided, you know what, I need to do a complete declutter of this because there's so many things that I have not used or that I kept because I thought I'd use them again, but I've just looked at it and gone, you know what, I don't need them, let's just go ahead and get rid of them. And I know that a lot of things in here are expired as well, things that I know that I'm not going to use, but I do actually use quite a few things, but I tend to sort of stick to the same things. It's just one of those. So I'm going to try and declutter everything that I know for a fact I'm not going to use. I'm hoping to get rid of at least half of this makeup collection because this is ridiculous. There's just way too many things, and I know that I've used up some of the things in here, which is good because it means that I can just get rid of them straight away. First product that I have is the Beauty concealer. I actually really do like this. I did a video on this and the foundation which I haven't managed to upload yet. I don't know whether to upload it, but I actually do really like this. It's good because it's very light medium coverage and it's very creamy as well, so I do like this. I'm going to keep this. And then I have the Tarte face tape. As you can see, I use this almost all the way up, but this has expired and I have actually opened up a new one because I know that I cannot use this because I was starting to get spots because of how old it was. You can only keep it open for 6 months, and that's why, because I think I had this open for like 18 months. But I love this foundation, which is why I opened another one. New one that I opened today, this is in the shade Light Medium Sand, and then this one is also Light Medium Sand, and you can see I always use it all the way up. I have a tiny bit, but this one's going in the bin because it's expired, and this one is going to stay. I've got quite a few Estee Lauder double wear foundations, and this is where it's going to get to the point where I'm going to get so sad because I actually wore this on my wedding day, and the reason why I wore it on my wedding day is because I know that this is the foundation that you wear for it to be bulletproof. This did not move. I put it on at 10 o'clock in the morning. I didn't take my makeup off until 1 o'clock the next morning, and it looked so good. I have loads of shades here, or I have ones that I haven't opened, and I know that one of them is expired. So 2W2, I had to buy a new 2W2. This is my shade when I'm self-tan. This was the shade that I was on my wedding day. This one is the old one because I got this from America. You can see the difference in colour because this one has expired and this is probably about 4 years old. I'm hoping you can see this, but these are meant to be the same colour. This one obviously is way darker than this one, and they're both 2W2. So this one is going in the bin because it's really old and disgusting. And then this one I'm going to keep because this was my wedding day one. I only wore it obviously last month when I got married, so obviously I'm going to be keeping that. I have 2W1. I'm going to get rid of this one because it's one of the American ones. So I know that I had this about 5 years ago. I don't think it's been open for that long, but I'm going to get rid of it anyway just because I feel like it's going to be really old. On 1W2 sand, I do actually mix this with my 2W2 rattan when it is a little bit too dark for me. I used to have 2W1. That used to be my go-to shade, but I've gone to 2W2 because it is the perfect shade for me. So I'm going to keep the 1W2 because I don't think it's that old. Or is it? I don't know. Let me smell it. Let me see what it smells like. Yeah, that seems absolutely fine. I'm going to keep that one as well. And I've got 1N1, which is a shade that I am when I have absolutely no self-tan on. This is my natural shade. But I think this one might be really old. As you can see, all the colouring has come off of it. So I'm going to get rid of this one, but I'm going to keep the pump because I just have a feeling it's old. And then these ones, you can tell this one I got from America. I'm going to get rid of this one, 2N1, just because I know it's quite old. So that can go to a new home because I know that I'm not going to use it. That's not even my shade. And then I have 1W2, which is an English one. And then I have 1N1, which is an English one as well. You can tell the difference between the English and American ones because English have SPF 10 and the Americans don't have any SPF in there. So I'm going to keep these two. I have the Revolution Skin Silk Foundation. I actually really like this. However, it is so light. They need to bring out way more shades. I've worn this a few times. I really love the way that it looks on my skin. However, I do need to mix it with either another foundation or a foundation mixer. I have a foundation mixer here, which is my go-to when all my foundations are too neutral. However, this one is too neutral and too light. So I think in here somewhere I do have the dark foundation mixer. Is it this one? Yeah, so I will just need to mix it with this one. But this is a beautiful foundation, but they need to bring loads of shades out because I just want everyone to be able to try it. They have like, I think it's like 20 shades, but there's massive jumps. There's nothing that's light medium or medium with a warm undertone for me. This is supposed to be light medium with warm undertone. It's basically fair. If you saw my video on it, you'll see how light this actually was. But it's a beautiful foundation. So check out the video for the full day wear test because it's so good and it's super affordable as well. I have lots of concealers from Tarte. This is my go-to concealer. This is the Creamy Shape Tape. And I don't like the original Shape Tape, but I have loads of the small versions of the creamy version. I absolutely love this. This is in the shade Light Neutral, which is my shade. I'm keeping all of these. This one is the one that is almost used up now. So I'm going to keep this. Or is it? Hold on, I need to check this. This one, no, this one has actually been used up. I double checked it. So this one is going to go. And then these two are going to stay because these are ones that I use all the time. It's my go-to concealer. I have another one here, which is a new one. Going to keep that one as well. I have this foundation, which is the worst foundation I've ever tried in my entire life. This is the Max Factor Miracle Pure Skin Improving Foundation. Hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, SPF 30. The shade is perfect. You put it on, it looks absolutely stunning on the skin. Within an hour, my skin looked disgusting and I pretty much had no foundation on. I don't understand what this was because I thought this was supposed to be a dupe of the IT Cosmetics CC cream, which I absolutely love. But it's not. It just doesn't do anything. But the shade is perfect and it looks so good when it goes on. And at the time when I tried this, it was when I was on Accutane and I had very dry skin. So I thought, let's get hydrating foundation. It's nice. But it's, I don't know, yeah, it doesn't last very long. So if you can get this to work, please let me know. But I feel like this was definitely a waste of money because I think I spent about £12 on it. Yeah, this isn't good, so that is going. But I do like the IT Cosmetics CC Cream Oil Free. This one is really beautiful, so I'm going to keep this. I have some concealers. I have the shade Fair and Instant Age Rewind. I'm going to get rid of this one because this one is way too light for me. I'm hardly ever my natural shade. The only time I'm my natural shade is when I forget to self-tan. So I might be my natural shade for like a day. So yeah, that's going. I've got NC20 in the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I used to use this years ago. Then I bought a new one last year because I wanted to try it out again and see if I still like it. Oh, it's still exactly the same. So I'm going to keep this. I've got the Bourjois Healthy Mix. I'm going to keep this because I do really want to try it out. I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This has got to go because it is old. I haven't used it in a long time. Flower Beauty Concealer. This I didn't like. I used to really like this and I tried it out again. I didn't like it. So that is going to go because I think it might also be expired as well. I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Pink. This is so good for colour corrector. I use this when I want to have a drugstore version. So I do use my Chanel Pink Concealer when I don't work. But obviously when I go to work I want something that doesn't really stay on all day and sort of like a drugstore products really. So this is so easy. I love this. So that is staying. The Lancome Serum Concealer. I do really like this as well. This is great if you want light coverage and you do want it buildable to medium. Very pretty on the skin. It's very good if you have dry under eyes as well like I do. It also doesn't go in any fine lines. It's such a good concealer. So I really do like it. But I wouldn't pay full price for it. I did get it reduced. I think I got it for half price. So I wouldn't pay full price for it, but half price, it is definitely worth the money. I have so much in here that I didn't even remember that I had, so this is probably going to take me quite a while to go through. So I also have this e.l.f. Halo Glow. This one is way too dark for me. I was going to use this as a contour, but I feel like it's too light for a contour, so I'm going to get rid of this. I have the Touche Eclair concealer. I really like this. It's very good on days when I'm at work where I want no makeup I want very light coverage. Very nice to keep in that. And then I've got my Chanel concealers. These are colour correctors. I like these, the peach one and the green one. Don't really use the green one much, but the peach one is so good. Obviously you can see on here how my finger is at this present moment in time. It's a little bit swollen and my fake tan's coming off and it's a little bit dry, so please do not mind that. So anyway, these are the colour correctors. I really like the peach one. It goes so well when you're trying to counteract any dark circles under the eyes. Really good. This is great if you have redness. I don't use it much, but these are really, really good. Have the La Mer foundation. This I am going to take it back to the store, and they said that I can get a refund on it because there's an issue with this. It smells like coffee, like really strong like coffee. So I spoke to them and said, is it meant to smell like this? And they came back and said, no, there's actually a defect with the product, so I need to send it back. So I will be sending it back. It's very expensive. It was nice, but I don't think I'd repurchase it even if it wasn't defective. So that's the thing. But check out my 4-day wear test on it so you can see how it went. And then I have the Le Beige Healthy Glow foundation from Chanel. This is one of my go-tos. As you can see, I've almost used this up. This is my second bottle now. So good. I love the way that it looks on the skin. It's very beautiful. It's very natural, but also you can build it up to medium full coverage. It's very nice. I highly recommend it. It's my favourite Chanel foundation at the moment. I have another Chanel foundation, the Ultra Latex Velvet. I have actually used this up finally, and this one as well, the Vita Lumiere Aqua. This one I've just used up literally the other day. These are foundations where it doesn't look like you have much in there, but they do not want to finish. So I thought this was on its last legs for probably about 4 months, and I still got 4 months of wear out of it, and I was shaking it. I was trying to get the little bits out. Literally, this does not want to run out. So these last me a very long time. So the Ultra Latex Velvet used to be my go-to when I had oily skin. And I really like the Vita Lumiere Aqua because it's very light coverage and it also feels very serum-like. And then this one is more matte. So I really like both of these. I do have backups in here as well. But these are going to be recycled because I finally use them up. I have quite a few foundations in the back as well. Oh, there's loads. I have this Pro Conceal from LA Girl. I did buy this to use as a contour, so I'm going to try that out. Oh, then I have my LA Girl Pigment, which I am so excited that I have all of these. These are all 4 shades that I do. So this one is if a foundation is too warm, this is if it's too light and too neutral, this is if it's too neutral, and then this one is if it's too dark. So these are really, really good. I'm going to actually get my use out of this one very soon. I also have the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. This one is used up. I finally used this up. This is my second one, so this is obviously going to be recycled. And then I have a new one as well. I'm in the shade medium. This is the perfect shade for me. I love this because it's like a no makeup look, and it's just so beautiful on skin. It evens out my skin tone. It works when I had oily skin. Now that I have combination skin, it works out really well as well. So keeping this because I love it. Got 2 of the Ultra Latex Velvets from Chanel, and I've also got a Vita Lumiere Aqua. I'm going to keep these because these are backups in my shade. The Ariane Beauty foundation, I really don't like this one. I will be doing a video very soon, but this just didn't work out for my skin. I got an allergic reaction to it, so I did actually end up getting a refund from Selfridges because I got an allergic reaction and they were like, we're so sorry. So I'm happy that they did that. Selfridges are very, very good with their customer service. So if you do have any issues with foundations or any makeup, like with the La Mer foundation, they gave me a refund as soon as I send it back. They're like, yes, don't worry, it's not meant to be like that. So they are very, very good with things. So if you do buy foundations or makeup from Selfridges, it'll probably be really good. I have a Flower Beauty concealer. Going to get rid of that because I don't like the concealer anymore. And then I have this from It Cosmetics. I have the CC Cream Oil Free Matte. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of this one because this one's already open and I think that might be expired, and I'm going to keep this one in the box. I've got a CC cream from Chanel. This is a new one. I have a used up one. I've finally used up right here. This is an amazing CC cream. It's one of my favourites. So I'm going to get rid of this one and then I'm going to keep this one. And then I've also got a backup of my Water Fresh tint, which obviously I'm keeping. I've got this Galan primer. I'm going to keep this because it cost me so much money, and I'm going to put it to my normal makeup collection so I can start using it because I completely forgot about it. I have a primer which is a Coconut Wet and Wild one. I really like this. I'm going to keep it. I have L'Oreal True Match. What shade is this? Shade 3W. This is my shade. Gonna keep it because I use it all the time. And then I've got 4W, which is way too dark, so that is going to go. I don't know why I get 4W. I think it's because I feel like that one day I will be that shade, but I don't tan like that deep that often, so there's no point in me keeping it because I can just use the foundation mixer. Got a MAC strobe cream, gonna get rid of that because I haven't used it. I have a Rainforest of the Sea setting spray, gonna get rid of that because I haven't used it. I've also got the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation. Oh, this used to be amazing for me, but it's now discontinued, and I'm just thinking, is there any point in me keeping it? No, I'm going to get rid of them because it's been discontinued and I cannot buy them anymore. I have the Tarte Concealer in Medium Sand. I actually quite like this. I don't think they sell this anymore, but I quite enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep that. I've got Light Sand and Light Medium Sand backups of the Face Tape foundation. This one is the older one and then this one is the newer one. I'm going to keep these because, as you guys know, I absolutely love the foundation. And then I have this small one of the Babassu Concealer in Light Medium Neutral. Going to keep this because it's great for travel. I've got an e.l.f. Pale Grip Primer. Love this stuff. It's some of my favourite go-to products. So I did actually use this for my wedding day as well, and it helped my makeup looked so good. Mind you, it looked really good anyway because I had the Estee Lauder foundation on, but that made it look even better. And then I've got these two from Flower Beauty. Gonna get rid of these because I said I was going to use them and I haven't used them, so there's absolutely no point. The e.l.f. Halo Glow. Gonna get rid of this because it's very nice, but the shade is very off for me, so that's the thing. I have the Cucumber Setting Primer Mist. Gonna keep that. This is one of my favourite foundations of all time, the Chanel Sublimage Le Teint that you can't buy in the UK anymore, which is very, very annoying. So if I do want it, I will have to go to Europe and buy it, or America and buy it. So that's the annoying thing, but they have expanded their shade range, which is perfect because now I can actually get a shade that's perfect for me. But this is what it looks like. It's just in the jar. It is phenomenal. It's expensive, but it's so good. I have the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Complexion Touch. I'm going to keep this because I do quite like it, in all honesty. And the Bourjois Healthy Mix, I'm going to keep that so I can start using it because I want to try that out. The Rare Beauty foundations, I love these foundations. I haven't used them in the longest time. I feel like I need to put these in my makeup collection so I start using them like in my top drawer. Oh, let me smell them. I need to see if they smell off. No, they smell absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Yeah, so I'm going to keep both of these and I'm going to try and get my use out of them. And then I have the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. I have no idea what shade this is, but this is one that I use every day. So going to keep that. And then this was a terrible concealer. It's the Creaseless Concealer from Tarte. It did absolutely nothing other than make my under eyes very sticky and gloopy and horrible. So that is going. And then I have, oh, this is the final one. I have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which I love. This is a new shade for me and I bought this as a backup and I'm so excited to start opening this again. I do need to get rid of a lot more foundations, but I do have a lot of backups and some of them are on their last legs anyway. So yes, this one I'm going to keep. So that is everything that I have for foundations, concealers and primers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. I'm not going to clean it because I'm probably going to re-clean it anyway, get all the products back out and then clean it. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to show you how many products I'm actually getting rid of, and I'm hoping it's half. It looks like it's half, but I'm going to put them back in here and we'll see what it looks like. So I've just counted and I'm getting rid of 27 products. That's 27 items, all of these that are in my makeup collection that I can now get rid of. So obviously anything that's expired is going to be going in the bin or recycled. Anything that is brand new is going to go to new homes. And yeah, it's absolutely crazy how much stuff I'm getting rid of. So that's 27 items. So I'm going to go ahead, take everything out, put everything back in, and we'll see exactly what I'm keeping and what the collection looks like. Okay, so it looks so much better in here. As you can see, I have so much room at the back, and this was literally clogged up when I went through the drawers, which is crazy. So I have here everything in different categories. So these are all brand new things in the box, but these are products that I've used before, so I know exactly how they go. They're just backups for products that I've previously used, so that's why they're here. And then I've got products here which I haven't used yet that are brand new that I do need to try out, so they're here. These are products that are already open that I need to use up. Then I've got my Chanel foundations here, my Power Grip Primer, another Chanel foundation, and then I've got my Estee Lauder, and then my Revolution one here, and then my concealers in these two things. As you can see, it looks so much better. I can see everything that I'm going to use, everything that I need to use up. So obviously here I have everything that I know that I've already opened, and then here are things I can use after I've opened them, and these are products obviously that I haven't used before, but it looks so much better. Obviously all these concealers I'm going to get through because this is my favourite concealer, and then also the Maybelline ones are my favourite concealers as well. And yeah, it just looks so good. It looks so much better, and I feel like I have a weight lifted off my shoulders now that I know that it looks so much better, and everything else can go to new homes if they have not been used. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm proud of what I've done, and I feel like this is the first makeup declutter where I've really been brutal with my foundations, because I used to keep a lot of things like what ifs and things like that, but now I've decided I need to get rid of it because I know that I'm not going to use it. So if you want to see the rest of my makeup declutters, I will link them at the end of this playlist and also down below so you can check those out. And make sure to give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!